Helldars fills up the same niche as World War C, so if I just substitute all World War C with more Helldars, I would be like, fuck yeah, it's killing hordes of enemies with friends, with a lot of explosives. It's just
No one stopped me yet.
yeah. 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 I also have been assembling the Land Raider.
Big tank.
Not the biggest tank, but decently sized
Doesn't
tank.
need to be the biggest in order to be big. So
Technically, it's not even a tank.
you do have the hunting short bow. Oh, ew! It totally scrambled the characters. That's disgusting.
What?
I literally,
I'm still loading.
I literally gave the right characters. Like I split it into 2 groups. I had the Lorax and Gale in the first group, and then I had Brenna and Gaz in the second group. But when you joined, it made it Gale and Gaz for me, and then Lorax and Brenna for you. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. Anyway, the crossbow you have with Gaz right now lets you use Hunter's Mark without using a spell slot, so you can only use it once per rest. But basically, I mean, probably on the Grimishkas, because they're going to be pretty much the easiest thing to kill, you can just pop that and then swap to the Titan String Bow once we're out of the combat with them. Now, as far as this then, so in theory we just need to get the Grimishka from the basement and then the kobolds from the wine area. So do you want to clear the rest of this outside and then we'll do the Kresh inside after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you kill the eagles yet?
I haven't done anything. You can see the map.
Yeah, so...
I was, like I said, I was looking at doing it this week, but then I just did Warframe stuff instead. Played a shit ton of Duviri, because I hadn't actually played Duviri, basically, like when it came out at all.
Yeah.
As I thought.
Still alive. So that's progress. If not over, then through. Let's have a look.
That's the Land Raider. The tank I built. Again, not the biggest tank. Not even a tank, technically, because it's technically a armored up IFV.
Showed me that.
It's technically an IFV.
Yeah, you're saying even though you can't fit your characters in it, tragedy that it is.
Yep.
And then I was talking about the fucking Land Raider from Lego. You should probably get away before you...
Too drunk.
He's sleeping.
Yeah, that one is.
He's always sleepy.
That one is, yes, but not the rest of them.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
I guess my int character isn't religious enough.
Where?
Undead, crushed underfoot.
Oh, there you go.
The Dawn Lord certainly knows how to make space for new life.
Oh, I also spent a shit ton of time spreadsheeting on Warframe, as I'm wont to do. So I posted this stuff for like movement speed increases, and it's nutty how many we have nowadays.
Can you effectively double the speed?
I mean, you can do more than double easily. Like you can like double your slide or your dodge speed, but with movement speed, it's entirely dependent on how many people you have running those buffs, basically, because things like Volt Speed or Wisp's Reservoirs aren't able to be helmethed, so you have to use an actual character with them. But you could have both of them pop it, and then somebody else use their personal buffs and then use Infested Mobility. You can get crazy. So I haven't done the math on the maximization, partially because it scales with power strength, which basically means it's an infinite if you just keep getting more and more power strength from things like Void Fissures or Invigorations or not Nyx, but Equinox or Nidus. So, like, you can get 10,000% ability, which would give you, like, 10 times movement speed just from Volt alone. Never mind the other increases, you know?
That's a lot.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
So they even tell you lore-wise some of the things too. So for instance, this was buried in the chest, and it's a message that talks about that particular Dawnmaster Stockhold and their mace. So there's a bunch of things around the environment telling you how to do the puzzle.
Arskel Stockhold, Dawnmaster.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna be dumb enough to miss it.
Well, I mean, you can still just brute force it anyway. Like I said, the most easy method is literally just looking at the pictures.
Yeah.
Because that tells you 2 and then kind of tells you 1.
Looks like a magic mouth spell. That voice probably belongs to someone long gone.
I don't know what the puppy's so excited about.
The scratch or your?
Scratch.
No.
Earlier in the week, he was straight up so excited to go show me like a bird thing that he triggered a boss fight. That wasn't any good. As he was just showing us the route, I guess.
Curious.
Surprised how much EXP we got for that.
How much? I didn't know.
240.
Okay, I saw 2 and something else. I was 20. Yeah, that's okay.
Master 240, quite a bit.
Uncertainty.
But why not 420?
Your curiosity is getting the better of you.
Interesting.
Do not let it.
I haven't gotten this dialogue with
Stay
her
away
before, I
from the
think.
Yankee.
Because it's probably because we didn't talk to the patrol
They're
yet.
hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
Which means that hopefully the Githyanki patrol is still there. Because again, it's going to be kind of awkward if we do all this work and then it works against us.
Yeah, it turns out we are good goobers.
Well, the thing is, we're going to have forced save point when we get under there anyway. So, like, we're not going to be able to revert. So we are... It's interesting.
Last nippled meat slab called me shovel. Don't care. So you're master.
They fixed Shovel's dialogue, I guess. Because it used to only ever be... Oh, is she going to talk every time we walk in this area?
Your curiosity is getting the better of you.
Fun.
Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki.
Just second them.
I'm just looting everything
They're
anyway.
hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
Just heard something like my coat fell off the chair.
Monstrous.
Hmm?
Monstrous, I said.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to lockpick the things, obviously.
Ah, damn.
That's curious.
Okay. Where are you?
That's a good Yankee blade, if ever I saw
Looting
it.
stuff as per usual.
Like
Not
a loot
very-
goblin?
Not very exciting. Loot gnome, so show some respect.
No.
I don't know, man. Getting all these bones, very important stuff, you know. To be fair, too, you can also just split up and grab other stuff. It's not like you have to go room by room with me. I imagine you probably got a good chance of being able to deal with the combat encounters, too, seeing as how you have both of the damage characters this run.
I mean, like, Gale is pretty good, so, like...
Eh. It's magic. It's only for multi-target stuff, mostly. The use of them on, like, the first round of combat is...
So, what's the plan? Where are we going first?
Well, there's only 3 combat encounters here. So, like, if you wanted to go deal with the knight, you can. But, like I said, I'm just looting stuff as per usual.
Stand your ground! Keep them busy! And forgive me, I have to fire the lance.
What's that?
Do I have hammer on me?
You don't seem to. Probably just brute force it anyway, or just go around. Definitely not going through the door, though. You're also going to deal significantly more damage by just stabbing it.
Oh yeah, this one doesn't like require shit.
It's probably immune to slashing damage, but otherwise, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you equip the pike and then stab it, should be dealing a lot more.
What's that?
Guardian of Faith.
That's the one.
Cannot be disarmed. Okay, I think I'm gonna just try to punch it.
Well, I should hope you use an axe, but...
Yeah, that's what I meant. As in, like, I'm gonna try to kill it.
Like I said, you should be fine. I don't know if you can trigger a stealth round on it, but if you can, then doubly so.
He's surprised.
Then that'll help.
Motherfucker.
Oh, it is his ability. Oh shit, we got banishment scroll. Hot.
Don't give me trouble now.
I just greeted him.
Yep. That'll do. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to grab the scroll of Revivify once we get the beacon, but whatever. What's the need for aggressive redecorating, sir?
Just for decorating stuff, nothing major.
Correct. Well, to the Grimishkas?
Yep.
What's that? Is someone crying?
Oh shit.
Oh, you went and made friends. That's not where the Grimishkas are at all, sir.
Intruder!
Oh,
In my
good thing you
nest!
had
This area was meant
animal
to be
speech, I
safe.
guess.
Savior, get behind mummy.
Well, RIP you. No, nice. That'll do.
Fine. Savior! Savior! Don't talk to it. It might have germs.
Hey!
Anyway, you're gonna have to sneak if you want to grab the thing from the nest. I mean, obviously we can still do combat with them, but if you do, you're
Let's do it later.
Yeah. Not very likely to hit level 6 before fighting them, but Grimishkas are an easier fight in any case.
I think I
You think what?
Oh, there. Now it makes sense.
What?
Firstly, we need to fight with kobolds.
What? No, we don't.
It doesn't show me Grimishkas in here. For some
They're, yeah, because we don't have. You guys don't have sea invisibility.
Being in open view.
Which is what I'm here for, baby.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Okay, you find
At the
that.
ready.
I said I'm
Oh,
cool.
ew.
Not.
It revealed the entire team. I'm not a fan of that. Whatever, at least they didn't get a stealth round on us. Also unsure what the fuck Shovel got stuck on, but I guess she's all the way at the bottom. So it'll be a minute until she's with us.
I can wait.
Well, you can do your turn in the meantime too.
I did.
Well, then you can wait. Yep. On the plus side, there's the route outside, so just be doing that. So, unfortunately, it looks like you need to have somebody be invisible in order to get the surprise on all of them, huh? Or rather, the person with the invisibility have it. Shame. What arrows do we have anyway? Oh, tons. Beaut.
Beautiful, yes.
Well, I do like arrows. It's free damage after all.
I wouldn't say free.
It's very cheap damage.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Good move.
Ugh, I can't get the angle I want.
Oh, I can't help with that.
Yeah. Right over here.
Well, at least they dash first.
Well, I guess they're gonna go say hi to Shovel, which is a cute idea and all, but I'm just gonna go invisible with her next round, so. Interesting strategy, certainly.
Okay.
Well, you don't have Elixir of Bloodlust. Do you have GWM? No. So I guess...
What do you
I
mean
might as well.
GWM?
Great Weapon Master.
Time for some bloody work.
You have Savage Attacker. So
Oh!
because... Wow. My point being, if you had GWM or Bloodlust Elixir, you would have been able to attack with your other action, but you don't, so you can't. So I'll just soak blows instead.
Okay. I have nothing against this idea.
I'm so glad. Rude. They actually did a decent number on me.
Victory is assured. Don't get too close.
Oh, look, another barrel for you to send to camp. I'm assuming that it's not a kobold barrel based off of its location and lack of hiccuping. But you never know. They're sneaky, that's how they get you. Oh wow, good turn, guys. Yeah, if you want to attack that one, see what happens. Okay, I can finish that one off, and then you can hopefully kill another, although I doubt it. Not bad though.
Am I min-rolling on something?
You're not min-rolling because you have Savage Attacker. But you're not critting either, plus you haven't Hunter's Marked yet. Assuming that you have any plans to. I'll take that as a no.
No.
I mean, it's free damage, baby.
Yeah, but it's concentration, and if I damage, there is a chance.
Yeah, which your entire shtick is... Oh, interesting. Gruel is a heal action that doesn't require any actions. That's kind of OP. Do you see that?
Yeah, and I was like, what
Okay.
the hell?
Well, that's a good thing to hold on to.
Allow me to demonstrate.
But if you're not going to use Hunter's Mark, you might as well swap back to the Titan string.
I will use it, I just
Well,
was
I
in
mean,
melee and I was afraid that I will be damaged and lose
No.
concentration.
that's the entire point of what we're doing is to try and make sure that that's not the case. And then you can even just throw shit at him, because I doubt you can reach him right now. Oh, except you don't have an angle, do you? Oh, maybe if you buddied up to that.
Nah, I can't.
No?
Not enough movement.
Hmm. No, it does complicate things. Hunter's Mark is crazy good on every single
Why are they stuck?
build. They're not stuck, they just didn't jump over last
The
turn.
dice roll in my favor. Swords meet sorcery.
It's also possible that they were actually stuck because Shovel was in the way, though I don't think that that's the
Let's
case.
light them up. On with the weave.
Well, it works for me. Here, I'll get you your Hunter's Mark, or not. Well, did my best. Nice. Yeah, so it adds another d6, which if you crit ends up being doubled again.
I missed.
Yes, sir. They probably should have prioed the unstable one. Because I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to kill it with the support characters in time. Pardon?
You're good, you can do it.
I'm so glad you think so. Unfortunately,
Somebody has to stay positive, you know.
the Grimishka cares not for your hopes.
Grimishka doesn't care. Doesn't care for your hopes. It only hates. Who used magic?
You did.
How?
What do you mean how you used Hunter's Mark?
Oh shit, yeah.
But they didn't attack, so it's not like we really lost out on anything. In fact, we might get more EXP out of the deal. Lol, infinite EXP hack. Oh, actually they don't give any EXP, so never mind.
They did it just that I missed. I didn't kill it. It went
Wow,
prone.
3 EXP, baby. We got a mob farm going. We only need to kill another 700 of them to level up.
never a dull moment.
Oh, and the new one that spawned also gave a Grimishka tail, so actually, yes, somewhat viable option. If not stupid.
I feel it's... Have you watched that episode of South Park where they were
I don't
like
watch South Park
farming
at all.
boars? They had an episode where they basically were farming boars to get to max level to defeat some guy. That's where that World of Warcraft nerd, like the
Guy
fat
who
one
just
with like...
got flowers.
What?
Dude who just leveled off of flowers. Is that not what we're talking about?
No, you know that meme about the basement well with like the Doritos bag and the
Yes.
half bold in front of computer.
How
That
further
were
can I go?
episodes from South Park. He was like
You need
absolutely
to
pulling
lockpick.
them in the game.
Out of sight, out of mind.
What?
You're lockpicking. There's things to lockpick.
Yeah. Oh, that's why that shit doesn't work. That's
Actually, I'm gonna untransform.
where it comes from, and they were basically leveling off the boards. They can infinitely kill the boards that give like 1 XP to
Yeah.
get to the max level.
Oh, nice. Scroll of fireball.
How can I help?
One day I'll catch a break. Here goes nothing.
So,
What?
you chilling here?
What do you mean?
We're going to
Cobalt
Cobalt
stuff. Oh, we can probably do the Eagle Nest right now since they're right above us. Unless you, like, want to do the kobolds first, but it's probably honestly just going to be you sneaking around and trying to grab all the barrels before they alert so that we have the best stock for the end.
It's gonna be hard. Not impossible, but hard.
No, I just cast minor illusions so they face the direction you need them to. It'll just be that it'll be mostly on you since you have the stealth character.
Anything of use?
Second.
You forgot to loot the trunk. Throw. I don't know what that survival check was, but that probably means there's another buried chest by you.
Something good here. I hope.
Looks like a Githyanki if the armor is anything to go by.
Did you find it?
No.
Where was the check at?
Somewhere here.
Oh. Well, I did not get a check over here.
Maybe it was with Brianna, she went a different way to reach you.
Maybe it was what? It was Brynna, yeah. But you don't know where she went?
No.
Well, shit. So what happened? You jumped up and she took a different route?
Yeah.
So I can just try and trace that route with my dude, but we've all been here, so shrug. I don't know what it would have been a check on. Maybe it was just the Githyanki warrior.
Could be.
So we have, what, the axe so far? We get the other one from the kobold, we get one from here, and that's all three of them, yeah. Alright.
I think that sums it up.
You think what?
I think that sums it up.
Yeah. I think there's a helmet over here too. But I'll have to enhance leap it. Since I am not strong and we don't have the Club of Hill Giant strength yet. Let's see.
I have just the thing.
There you go. You're going to want to separate those so Brynna doesn't try and go through the nest. Yeah, this one. The Holy Lance Helm. Creatures who miss their attack rolls must make a dexterity saving throw or take damage. Which is just a straight upgrade to my helmet. Yippee. Not that it's going to apply in most scenarios, but whatever. Take what you can get. Do you need enhanced sleep again?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to just force combat so you get the surprise round?
Softer than a whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna want to regroup. And I'll start the party off with Shovel, as per usual. Well, I missed, but they're still aggroed, so we're good. I feel like they had less health before, though. Maybe not. It's also giving Shovel the option to interact with the lance, which is concerning to say the least. So I'll just assume that that's a visual bug and not actually the case.
Okay, I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on one of them.
Okay, well you will be revealed when you do that, so make sure you're where you want to be and or attack first. Oh, also you should probably swap your bow.
Why?
Because you have Hunter's Mark off of that bow, so you don't need it equipped anymore. It's literally just a switch item out in order to get spell, and then ignore item for the rest of the long rest sort of thing. Grimskull Helm does the same thing, actually. Also lets you cast
So
Hunter's
I'm
Mark.
gonna reckless attack Giant Eagle.
Sounds good.
In and out. Why am I doing this?
Mind too, you don't need a reckless attack either, because it'll give you the reaction option if it fails.
Okay, I can't surprise them.
What do you mean?
I can't do the mark because it's Shovel, Eagle, me, Eagle.
Oh, that's fine. I just need to end Shovel's turn, but you probably want to dig in first with your archer so that they get the surprise bonus as an assassin.
Yeah, and I will do it
Yeah.
because I'll put Hunter's Mark on the Ancient Giant Eagle. And let me double check.
Well, you said you couldn't do it, but it's not that you can't, it's just that you're going to do it later.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and and from where I am, I can hit Ancient Giant Eagle.
Okay.
So can you end Shovel's turn?
When I dig in, yes. But again, if I end Shovel's turn, you're not going to get the bonus with Brenna, because they won't be surprised because they'll have their turn.
Yeah, but it still gets to me.
I don't get your point.
They're surprised for one more turn.
No, one of them is going to be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and what does the surprise give?
Surprised? You're an assassin, right? So surprise means you get guaranteed advantage on them, which means you don't have to have somebody adjacent to them. Also, we might need to keep one of them alive so that they actually summon more. Let's see.
Jesus.
Multi-attack opportunity. So why don't we leave the giant, the ancient, alive so that it can hopefully summon more.
Okay.
But you're gonna kill Xavier. No, I guess I could also just check the wiki and see which one of them has the ability. I'm pretty sure it's the ancient. Apparently there's not an article for it. How about that?
Also, apparently I can't attack for some reason.
What, with Gaz?
Yeah.
It might have been bugged and thought that it was long enough apart that you lost your extra attack. Do you still have reckless attack active? No. So yeah, that's what happened. It's because there was more than 6 seconds according to it. Let's see. Ancient Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle has Talons, Gale, Fly, and Multi-Attack. Ancient has Talons, Multi-Attack, Gale, Fly, and Calling for Help, and Signaling Cry. So yeah, we want to leave the Ancient alive. So, I mean, you got your action back with Burnett at least. You can just shoot him with that. Andrew?
Yep. I am.
Nice. And then I'll just hide with Shovel. And then we'll get some more friends. Although we are going to have to keep her alive for another round, but whatever.
That's okay.
We're just too good. Diagnosis skill issue, but in like the too high
These things have
department.
stayed interesting.
Funny that.
Should I end my turn?
Yes. And she should be calling for help. There we go. And then we just gotta wait one more turn. And we get some more delicious EXP. Oopsie. Forgot about that.
Keep turn.
Whatever, I'm standing in it anyway. Yeah, well, you can use hide.
I'll keep my doubts to myself. Looks like it would have made a powerful weapon.
Why are you on fire?
I went through the fire when it was fire.
Fire burns, gotcha. Alright, more friend. Well, that is a lot more than 3. Well, now you lost concentration from the burning. That's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna just
It was 1d6
kill the
damage,
ancient giant eagle, okay?
Let's see. I'm just double check. Oh, sorry. It's on Tactician. It summons 5. Teehee. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm gonna finish the ancient giant eagle.
If it sparks joy, I mean, with what, Brenna? You can deal more
Yeah.
damage to others, I think. But, well, here, let me just... How much damage does this do? I can just fireball both of them over there.
Good. And then I'm going to do...
If I have a path. Some positional difficulties.
Diagnosis skill issue.
Isn't it always? Well, I can definitely hit one, but I'm not getting the red arrows on the other, so I'll just have to try repositioning.
Step to it.
That should work. And then... Yeah, not enough movement. What? Okay, there we go. Wow, rude.
So, any luck?
Well, one of them's down on 4 health. Oh, one of the eagles spawned over by my bear. That's interesting. I thought they were all going to spawn up there. Oh, 2 of them spawned up. Jesus. Alright, this is more eagles than I remember, bro. This is a lot of eagles. We might actually have to rest after this.
The witching hour.
Honestly, in that case, I'm gonna use all my weapon actions, okay?
Sounds good to me.
Considering what we have to deal with, no better way.
Alright, Scratch is still out of combat, so I can still res as needed. Oh, what? Oh my god. Rolled a 3. Rough.
Mistra Rill.
I'm gonna use Rage.
That seems wise. Mind
I
you,
rolled 3 again!
you're probably going to have a really bad time because you used reckless attack too. You could always pop a healing potion and that will poison your blade, although obviously it would have been better to use that earlier. Except you already raged. You can do it next turn, I guess. And they get actions this turn, damn. Well, honestly, that could have been a hell of a lot worse. That's right, bitch, I'm immune to prone. Try again, why don't you? Okay, that's a little bit more rude, though. Silly burbs. Cool. The shovel's gonna go kill the ancient.
If it can.
Then our turns are together.
No gloom, all doom.
And Gale is gonna cry and use another Orb Blast. It's the only way. Oh, there you go. And you still didn't even heal yourself first.
Yellers.
I don't know, where the fuck did you put it? Yeah, so then, in theory, if you also had your Hunter's Mark still, then you'd be rolling a d12 plus d4 plus d6, and then plus d6. So like I said, any crit builds really like Hunter's Mark. Don't suppose... Well, no, never mind, I could probably deal with 4 health, thank you. I say as I have a 55% chance of success.
Hey, it's 55% is better than 0.
Oh yeah, I got a 75 of those. Just microwaved some bird.
Don't think it's like overkill.
I mean, I'll take it. Like, I didn't even... Yeah, I didn't even remember that I got an extra die with it, so I was expecting it to be 1d8. I only have a 50% chance, but I'll take a 75% chance. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm assuming more will come say hi. And if not, then I'm not gonna complain either. Look at that, dude. They keep trying to gale me, but I'm immune. That's funny.
I think they treat you not as a... yeah, I think because they treat you as a druid target rather than the bear target.
Well, the bear thing isn't valid. It's my boots from Minthara. You can't even see them right now. So my boots make me immune to prone while I'm concentrating on a skill, and I think they aren't taking that into account. Mind, it's completely possible the boots applying that buff are bugged anyway, because it doesn't show as an icon in my conditions bar anyway. But in any case, they're being dumb and just trying to continue to knock me. Although, to be fair, if they can knock me, it's significant because they get the multi-attack only on enemies that are prone. So it makes sense that they'd say, okay, well, if we're going to fight the tank, why don't we try and make him prone so that we can get 2 to 3 times attacks on him, you know? That makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Don't know why it keeps changing the fucking bar, though. There we go.
Creator, destroyer, indeed.
Are they out of range?
Mm-hmm.
Rough. Is it the out of range penalty? Okay, so you can still at least hit him. Deal some fat
I can hit him, but I
damage.
have advantage and disadvantage.
Oh, interesting that still let you use sneak attack then, because normally it's not supposed to.
I was sneaking.
That's not relevant. Advantage and disadvantage cancel out. Oh, you know what? It's probably because the adjacent teammate thing isn't counted in the advantage thing. It's considered its own thing. I thought it was just a part of threatened, but I guess not. Yeah, there you go. That's a lot more barbarian-y. That was just unnecessarily rude.
Might as well.
I'm surprised it even let you try and shove them. I guess because despite them being large, they're flying. They're definitely having a bad fucking day with this, though. Like, I did get a little bit concerned when we had 360 hit points on screen at once. But evidently that was misplaced concern. Waiting on Brenna.
Oh.
Rude. Okay, see, so now they got rid of my dark skin. So in theory, they can knock me, and then I'm prone, and then multi-attack. Although it doesn't really matter at this point, because they're basically fucking dead anyway. Oh, I'm about to bonk this dude to death. Oh, or not. 4 to 11, and I rolled a 5. Sag.
Death is but a word away.
Cool. Well, I can just kill the 4 health one with Scratch. Easy. Surprise motherfucker. Oh, that's awkward. I don't think Shovel's gonna have enough movement to get over there. I might just have to bite another motherfucker.
Let me recite their demise.
Or maybe not acid splash myself. These hitboxes are a fucking mess. They also seem to move with the enemy's animations, which is just a terrible idea. There we go.
No. Don't kill him. Although I don't think you can. But I want to... Yeah, I want to dive the bomb.
But I also want to not die, so...
Yeah, but I don't think you can actually kill him. Just with Lorax.
I mean,
just with Lorax.
I could, but I'm not going to use a fucking level 3 spell slot if I don't need to, so...
Yeah, that's what
or better yet, I actually have... We actually got quite a few spell books from... The, oh, so you can see my boots now that I'm not transformed. But we actually got like 3 or 4... Oh shit, 5, 6... Yeah, we have a shit ton of level 4 spell scrolls at the moment, actually.
Yep.
Which I am not complaining about. Not
Might as well use them. We either summon them or we...
Well, no, because I can scribe them as Gale.
Yeah,
And I'm
how does scribing does?
He learns it permanently as long as he's a wizard.
That's how it works.
Which is why a wizard 1 dip is stupid good, because you can be a level 11 cleric, for instance, and not have very many combat spells, and then take your 12th level in wizard, and now you can learn every single other spell that the wizard has access to, and that includes 6 one-time use scrolls that you can't use any other time. So there's like 4 or 5 of them in Act 3. One of them is like deal 100 damage to a target, and then that's normally a one-time use, but they can learn it just like with the summoning of Shovel. So it's pretty baller. Also, I have 2 scrolls of Chromatic Orb that don't stack despite being identical, so that doesn't spark joy. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna bonk him again. How about
Okay, now dive bomb. Do you know any wrestling moves that are...
I mean, it's just the people's elbow, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, does anybody scream something specific when dive bombing?
I don't know. I don't watch wrestling.
Okay.
Kind of boring like that.
Dive bomb, motherfucker!
And then you immediately get caught in vines. Well done.
All's well that ends.
All good.
That wasn't bad. And then we get a shit ton of eagle feathers, which is pretty damn good.
Another step forward.
And then I immediately slip on ice.
Jesus Christ.
That's funny. Well, because this
is it your own ice?
Well, it was a water puddle, and then because I attacked with an ice spell, it turned it into ice, which I forgot about because I wasn't planning on that happening. It just happened. But we good. Oh, excuse me. Why are these interactable?
What?
The crystals on the lance. That's peculiar. I don't think it actually does anything. Like, I just click on it, my dude doesn't say anything. But they are interactable for some reason or another. Oh, well. We're heroes, we saved the Blue Jay's nest. I guess knowing that we were gonna kill them probably could have taken the quest, but whatever. I don't know that it actually gives anything of value for being a bully. So, I think I'm gonna pop a short rest, but because a certain somebody fucked up and didn't unhotkey short rest, they actually used one of them. So what I'm actually gonna do is go to camp, and you should as well, and then we can get the bard short rest song to play, which hilariously you can do multiple times if you so desired, but that would not be what I would consider a, like I was thinking of having like a infinite rest build, or sorry, a zero rest like playthrough where you only rest like where you need to, but no like literally zero rests otherwise when they don't force you to. But
might be useful.
I don't think spamming Song of Rest with like 14 different bards would count, at least not in my eyes.
Well, if you look at it technically, you did not press rest, so I count it as win.
Yeah. Let's see, are you a bard?
A shame, my first. I hope he'll come to see that. I'd love to join, but I don't.
Well, are you a bard? If you so desire.
Yeah, oh, he is a bard. Nice, perfect. I don't have to respec anybody else. Because hilariously, Brenna is already the bard hireling, and we respect her to be a better Astarian, so. Well, technically nobody's a better Astarian, but whatever. Nonetheless.
The pride of the gate.
Okay, so this should proc on the entire lobby. I'm not sure if it applied to Brenna because she
can't slow down.
Was at full health and thus didn't heal, but I guess we'll find out.
This vessel is at...
But the vessel only stares blank.
This soul...
Okay. Well, does she have her short action back? Yes. So there you go. You have another find familiar, although I'm not entirely convinced you didn't just totally forget to use it in the first place.
These boots have seen everything.
And your lack of response does not entirely instill confidence either.
I refuse to acknowledge any wrongdoings on my part.
Let's see. Don't know why shovels spawned in the vines. That's silly. Alright, well, he can summon something at least now. And then we can take these vines down. I guess I better swap my spells back, not like I'm fucking using the gust of wind for anything though. Let's see. Unfortunately, so many of my spells require concentration that it's kind of hard to find value in choosing any of the others of them, you know?
Yeah, but I guess like their intended playstyle did not mean just completely, you know, getting you just like not utilizing long rest and trying to use it with bard songs and all that.
No,
just feel they did not
you can
account.
you can also just respec infinitely. So I think they weren't trying to be like too limiting on some of them, because like the thing is, if you ever want to cheese a game, you always can. It's not like any game is going to be cheese proof or anything. So I will go. I mean, you can definitely still cheat at that, but by just like cheating. What do you mean?
I wouldn't say cheating.
Are you not familiar with the anal vibrator strategy? Yeah, what did you get the survival check for? You got it again.
Somewhere here. So I guess it's from
probably
that
just for the chest, yeah. Weird.
Yeah, also, the fuck you mean, like, what strategy? The fuck strategy?
You get a vibrator, and you shove it up your ass, and then you connect it to a phone, and then you have that person Google what the next best move is. Undetectable in tournament play. Undefeatable.
Why would you do that? How does it help you win the game?
Well, if somebody can tell you what the best moves are to make, then that helps you win the game. If they do it via a anal vibrator, it's going to be pretty hard for anybody to catch it.
Looking ahead.
Anarchy Chest has a shit ton of bad memes, but they also have a few good ones. That is one of them. Okie dokie, so I am invisible, and Gale can summon Minor Illusion. So...
One, I don't consider cheesing a cheating.
Well, sorry, you got me there, yeah.
Cheesing is utilizing the intended mechanics in the unintended ways.
That's very true.
Cheating is outright
you probably not have your entire party come if you want to split. And then I didn't realize a bunch of these were already sleeping to begin with. That's new, because I normally attack from the other side. So honestly, yeah, looking pretty good. So only the barrels that burp matter. So if you set that back one down, I don't think that one burped. I mean, like, you can still just send it to camp, but if you want to just double check that it's not a kobold barrel, because I don't think any sound was coming from it. Oh, okay. So yeah, mind the sight cones. So this one is definitely a kobold barrel.
Okay.
So I'll just keep that in my inventory. And then this one's a kobold barrel.
Which one?
This one. But yeah, you're gonna have to go around.
Do they make sound?
Yeah. They like burp every like 30 seconds or so. And then this one's one that's way over there though. You should be able to reach it if you go down this way.
Yeah, which one?
If you go down this path, it's the one at the end on ping.
You certain?
Yeah. Yeah, see, it just drank again. So that's the third one. So we know for sure that there's at least 3. I'm curious if there's only those 3, because I haven't seen the other ones do anything yet. So this one's just a wooden barrel, so it's definitely not a kobold barrel. That's a wooden barrel, so it's definitely not a kobold barrel. And I'm not hearing any more drinking sound effects. So I was just saying they're just regular barrels. So if you want to humor me and go to camp with Gaz, and then place down that other barrel that you grabbed, just to make sure that it's a regular one.
The wooden barrel?
No, not the wooden barrel. It would have been a fire wine. Probably the most recent one. But like I said, it was a different fire wine. So that's why I'm curious if it maybe counted.
Have a lot on my mind. And well,
you totally didn't even sort them, did you? I normally put all the barrels in another chest just so I know which ones are new.
It put them. Okay, it sorts them in the order which they're added in.
Yeah, so it should have just been the last one, because the last one is the one you grabbed, and the other
yes.
three I already threw in Gale's inventory. So this one is a regular one, so definitely not that one. Just wait to see if any of these burp, I guess, but I imagine it probably will.
They haven't burped.
Yeah. So probably okay. Oh, you know what? The kobold barrels now have different stats. These ones are all 80 pounds and 5 gold, and the kobold barrels are all 20 pounds and 1 gold. Oh ho ho! I don't know why they keep making these like misc patches they don't mention. Like, that's actually a pretty important thing. Evidently they disagree. So I don't know what you're doing, but I highly recommend you be careful considering how Scratch is beside you. Okay, so Gale has 3 kobold barrels there, so now we just need the Grimishka chest. Obviously we can deal with the actual kobolds now too.
Okay, do you think I can just kill them from sneaking?
I mean, you can, but also something that I haven't tried before is they're actually standing on platforms that break. And if you wanted to loot the wine racks and stuff, you have to do that beforehand because they blow up once there's like any degree of fire. So depending on how much money you wanted to make off of these guys, you'd have to loot ahead of time.
I mean, you can help me loot.
I suppose, yeah.
Ready and willing.
Side cones are pretty
It shall be done.
forgiving.
Yeah. Well, they don't move or anything, like I said. I'm actually kind of surprised, because normally I don't bother with, like, trying to grab all of them. Here's a water barrel for you to send to camp. Probably another couple in there. I'm just looting the wine racks at the back currently. Another water barrel for you to send to camp.
I'm just curious, can I steal the fire wine barrel from somebody's side cone?
In theory, if they're considered the owners of it, they'll realize it's missing and then hunt you down. But if they don't own it, then probably not. It's interesting that this winery isn't looted, because that seems to imply that the Githyanki are purposefully sober 24/7.
Wouldn't be surprised.
It's interesting because they don't seem to have any issues with like sex or anything. In fact, they say they're actually specifically biologically better at it because they don't risk being impregnated. But I guess to be fair, sex generally isn't something that will leave you incapacitated for hours. Generally.
Well, I know that at least in certain species, the sex can leave one partner incapacitated forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, also depending on like how good of a dicking down you get, but
I was more thinking about spiders eating their mates
and stuff. Yeah. That's not
or
incapacitation though. Based off your earlier definition of cheating and cheesing not being equivalent, incapacitation requires you to be alive.
fair enough. Neutralized, indefinitely.
Well, and what, pig orgasms last 30 minutes or something? So that would probably also.
I don't know you. In fact, don't tell me. I don't.
I'm just something that's brought up in NSFW Ask Anything threads fairly frequently. Okay, so I think the only things that are left are the 3 fire wine barrels, which we're assuming don't hold anything, that are within their sight cones. So, I don't. Where's the engineer? The engineer is the special one. He's the one with the hammer. Oh, there he is. He's in the center. So, he's the one with the hammer. We could try. If you want to just try grabbing that barrel, it's on the edge, but it's not at risk of being, like...
I will.
Why not, really? You're gonna have to go up and around, though. Or, sorry, around and then up, though, because they have the sight cone on that ladder. I want to see if I can get a cheeky angle on this wine rack. Nope. Fuck. Oh my god, I hate when that happens, dude.
What the fuck did you do?
So I was standing right here and I clicked on this wine rack and Gale was like, okay, I will walk into their sight cone just as you requested. So that sucked. So I guess we're doing things the hard way. That being said, you could also always just skedaddle. Because they're surprised, or well, some of them are surprised at least. That works too.
Dude, can you move Gale somehow out of the way?
Well, I would, if not for it being your turn. You'll probably want to kill the inventor first in any case. Yeah, that'll do it.
I can smell the alcohol on their breath from here. Drunk and flammable.
Okay, well, are you wanting to set stuff on fire still?
No.
Okay, I am.
Give me a second.
Yes, of course.
Did you just fucking yeet one into one of those? Wow, that's rude.
Yes.
Well, I guess that answers what those Rex do. Okay.
It was fun.
I am gonna make the. What do you mean not enough movement? Why the fuck would I need to move? Whatever. I'm gonna make the sacrifice play. Actually, do we think the fire sphere will die? Well, probably. I don't think. Well, I guess I can just check. If it's immune to flame damage, dude, it is going to be cowabunga-ing for sure. Flame sphere. Summon a flaming sphere. Imagine that. Immune to fire. Oh, baby.
Oh gosh.
Cowabunga it is. Not enough space, my ass.
There's not enough space in your ass?
Exactly. Oh, it didn't
I
set
thought
stuff on fire.
your
Oh my
ass is
God.
pretty spacious.
Dude, it low rolled on initiative 2. Fuck. Alright, well, I did all I can. Unfortunately, it's not very much, and Gale is probably going to get plowed.
I mean, some are
Billion
surprised, so...
Some are,
Plus,
but...
they're just kobolds. How bad could it be?
Well, I guess Gale's about to fucking find out, isn't he? I shall hopefully correct.
We are fighting a bunch of drunk kobolds. I doubt there's anything they can realistically pose any kind of threat.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I am going to loop around with Bear Boy. Not enough space. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna do a very far loop around with Bear Boy.
Time to press ahead.
Okay.
Just so that I can goading roar them and hopefully not have them like fucking attack Gale to death. What can I say? I was trying to be a hero, man. I was trying to save those last 2 wine racks from destruction. Now we have no choice but to ruin perfectly good spirits. Fuck, Bear Boy is so big. Love it.
Alright, time to skulk about.
Oh fuck, do they have angles on you as well? Well, shit, how am I supposed to get in there?
That's a neat thing. You don't.
I guess, because the one out there is like... You know what? I might be able to jump in from like the dumbest angle ever. Let's find out, shall we?
Watching me. Swift as my feet can carry me.
At least hopefully I can go down the vines, despite him saying I didn't have enough space to go up. Yes. Alright, well that's a lot quicker. Scratch, don't mind me. I'm just going to be a very stealthy bear, and I'm going to jump through the window. Oh, it might actually work. It depends how dummy thick the detection radius is on how much of my mesh needs to be in it. Let's find out. Come on. Right there, B. Oh, dude, look at this shit. This is dumb as fuck. I love it.
What exactly?
Look at where Bartholomew is.
Which?
My Bear Boy.
Yes.
I am very much within his sight cone. But also...
You rolled on stealth?
No. So apparently it just detects based off of like the center of my character, which is very convenient. Sneaky bear, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky bear.
Jesus Christ, mate. You know what? You can... okay, wait a second. Don't move. I have an idea.
Is your idea me not goading roaring? Because the plan is for me to goading roar.
Not exactly. But set yourself on fire and walk into wine.
I mean, that's what the flaming sphere is for.
Yeah. But it would be fun to see the burning bear.
Depends on whether or not the bear dies. The bear is very much not immune to fire.
Does it matter?
It kind of matters to the bear. And also, by extension, Gale, who really needs the bear to take all of these hits.
Okay. It's just that... Don't ask why. I don't know myself. But for some reason... I'm gonna... few terms for the future. The Russian-speaking part of the internet, we call it colloquially RUNET. Basically, all the Russian-speaking part of the internet, be it for Russian, Ukrainians, Belarusians, whatever. As long as communications are in Russian, it's RUNET part of it. Okay. That's what we call it. We somehow, out of nowhere, we got a meme about the about to describe a bad situation, you use the picture of the cartoonish picture of a burning bear in a burning car. It just went out of nowhere, but it became a
probably
image.
has something to do with Russia. If I had to
Yeah,
guess.
I don't know why. Yeah, but it's like from early 2000s or something, so it's like very early days. Yeah, and so it's like it became so much associated in the mind of everybody who's on RuneNet since early 2000 with like situation as shit.
Oh, dude, it doesn't explode stuff. It just turns it into fire. That's significantly less interesting.
Yeah, because it's the kobolds themselves who explode.
Yeah, I suppose. I was hoping that the alcohol surface would explode like the barrels do, though.
No, surfers don't. At least not fire-wise.
So
I'm pretty sure.
Seem.
Oil, maybe, but not the.
Dude, this barrel is just out of range. Otherwise, I could do it. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, what a world this is.
What a wonderful world.
Oh, that's not what I said. I can try and ram one of the pillars to cause the barrel to drop or something. I don't know.
Do it.
I don't think it's gonna work, because I'd have to like max roll on damage, but...
Do it.
Did the barrel just turn invisible? Dude, it's not there anymore.
No, it's visible on my angle.
You see a barrel right there?
On the top?
Yeah, shit, okay, well.
Yeah.
Shows what I know, I guess. Max roll. Hey! Well, it half worked. Where's the barrel now? Is it busted?
Yes, and there is no second floor.
And the barrel didn't explode though, huh? Kind of disappointing all around, I gotta say.
No choice but to keep going.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, but so yeah.
You were hoping for a apocryphal bear on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, best I can do is exploding 1 billion kobolds with fire. If that'll do. Or actually, you have a fire arrow, don't you? Well, not when you do that. You want to do me a favor and just lob a alchemist's fire or use a fire arrow with gas right about there? I think the fire arrow will probably work better for you. Because I don't have a fireball. I don't have the spell slot for it right now, unfortunately. As exciting as that would have been.
Where?
I'm hoping on this one, because I'm... Well, actually, sorry, this one probably. Because I'm hoping they'll still explode in chain death. Well, they didn't chain, but it worked.
No, not enough damage was dealt.
Yeah. On a blast from Kobold Looter. Blasted for 0 damage. Interesting.
Damn!
4d6 damage. 2d6 damage. Alright.
Yeah, my own. Damn,
You
if I
almost
max
killed that
roll, I could have like.
Good news, that's what Gale's for. Let's see, 1 health. 9 health. 2 to 12 damage. Do what I can, baby. Oh, AoE spells are so stupid on whether or not they want to let you reposition. Because, like, sometimes it'll be like, oh, you can't hit them from there, so we'll move you for you. But then with this spell specifically, it's just like, no, sorry, you don't have an angle, go fuck yourself. And it's like, dude, I just need to move like 2 feet to my right. Oh, he didn't explode either. Alright, well. That's disappointing. I guess acid isn't fire, so they got me there, though.
To cleric 4.
Oh, there's another fucker in here. Ah, shit. Panic. They really like throwing stones, don't they? Fucking rude. How am I even getting provoked? Why don't you just let me walk on the other side, bro? That's a lot of goading. Kind of rude, guys. Which one's the weakest? 6 health, right? YOLO. Cool. Well, if you're looking for something to do with Brenna... Oh no, you're way over there.
I want to crack another support beam.
Okay. I mean, if you don't, then we might be able to save those 2 firewine barrels.
I can't reach them.
We could definitely... Well, no, you don't need to grab them now. We just need to not detonate them. But we could use your help over yonder. You know, just in case you're looking for something to do. Nice. Can you maybe deal with this one right beside me? That'd be nice. Yeah, just throwing him is perfect. Throw him into there and I'll just blow them all up.
No, I can't throw him for some reason.
It might be considered that you're in the doorway. I can't really hear.
And
I can try and wiggle
Mail.
out of the way. I also try shoving him, although it has a shit chance.
Can you move Gale out of the way slightly?
There you go.
Oh.
Although I'm sure the door's probably in the way now, definitely, right? Wow, that was garbage. Alright. R.I.P. Are you able to get him in the pile or not? Okay, well, I'll just do things the hard way, I guess. Well, you might as well just attack him and see if you can at least damage him.
Well,
not half bad.
I forgot that I have a returning pipe in my hand.
Oh. How long have you had that since dealing with the wall?
No.
Just when you threw it?
When I threw it.
Oh yes, please do opportunity attack. Where are they all going? Oh, they're just fucking throwing stones at me. Jerks.
They're being... I thought they would want to kick me because of... I wasn't just killing them, I was being disrespectful.
That is true.
Like, one thing when somebody kills you, but another is when they disrespect you like I do.
Yeah. Oh, that works. Apparently the flaming sphere is too dummy thick to fit through the doorway. That's kind of funny. Which is weird because it looks like I can literally go through the doorway, but I can't go up to it and then jump through it? Oh, it requires too much movement. Shame. Well, I could have maybe killed the one by you, but it looks like that isn't really an option for me. So, I guess I will just have to weaken somebody else. I gotta say though, fire immunity on this summon is actually kind of a big deal.
I mean, it's made out of fire. Of course it's gonna be immune to fire.
Oh, if only everything worked such. Oh, shovel can probably help you with that one though. Nope. No, they cannot.
Battle of wits.
Nice. Oh, if we can just kill 2 more, then our team is all stacked up.
Who's burning?
Burning? I don't know, but that one and this one are the 2 that we have to kill to get all the team at the same. So, I assume you deal more than 20 damage with your attack? Oh, you're throwing them. Can you hit that one? Somehow, anyhow?
Yeah.
I can average 10 damage. Do you know how much the throw deals?
No.
How much does your pipe deal? 5 to 14. How much does your bow deal? 5, and then plus your strength modifier. What's your strength?
16.
Plus 3. So you deal 8 to 15 with your Titan string. So... yeah, I guess if you want to try killing that one with your bow.
Okay.
Well, I killed that one. I'm doing my part. Oh, damn. Close, though. Yeah, that was a min roll. All you had to do is roll higher than a 1d8. Be how it do. Oh, that works too. Nice. Thank you, Burning. Very cool.
That's why I wanted to throw him there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Plus, you know, it's one of the few encounters where I can afford to be disrespectful towards enemy rather than just play efficiently. You know?
I mean, it'd be nice if we had more friendly kobolds in the game. I wouldn't mind, but rude. Rude. Well, I wasn't expecting to eat that opportunity attack either, but
never a dull moment.
Okay, I don't.
Hmm? Sorry, were you saying something?
Nah, I just was about to say that I don't have a line of sight.
You don't need line of sight, baby. You got me. Alright. Unfortunately, though, I think I'm going to need another long rest. I burned all my charges of wild shape. Oh, on the plus side, you're going to have a shit ton of alcohol to sell to the Githyanki, who apparently don't drink alcohol at all.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
You know how they're all really fascist and all, Yancy?
I would follow.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't like smoking or alcohol either.
I suppose. Well, the good news is we didn't blow up the back half of the map. So...
we didn't blow up the back, yes.
Yeah, we got that going for us. You good for a short rest?
Yep.
Okay.
Pick me up.
Make sure people aren't following me and setting shit on fire. If you want to help me gather all these dudes like billion fucking daggers.
That's why I like... you know what's the cool thing in the Pathfinder and the Rogue Trader and all that? They have a neat system where it's just when you press 1, it grabs inventory of everybody within like 10 meters.
Yeah, that's a mod for this.
Yeah, but there it's just base.
Yeah. So evidently they took some inspiration from that.
It was back there. It was in the Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Like Right of the Righteous and even before that. So
That's what I'm saying. Some more non-hiccuping.
Oh, you mean like...
For you. You should probably also swap back to your axe.
You mean the mod took inspiration from?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the other way.
Mods generally don't add new unique stuff, to be fair.
I mean, some mods became their own games eventually.
That is true.
So in that regard, they
by and
do.
large,
but
most
by
of
and large,
quality of life.
That's why I said like sometimes, occasion. Occasionally, the miracles happen.
Yeah. That's the ceremonial. And that's all three of the ceremonials. So we should be good. So we are creeping up on the 2-hour mark. Do you think you're going to stick around long enough for World War G, or do you just want to like set up for it but not actually do it today?
Set up but not actually do it.
Okay. Now, I'm unsure how, if at all, I am accepted as a bear in the camp, but I guess we'll find out.
What do you mean?
Well, my character is a bear.
Yes.
I don't suppose they're generally very accepting of bears. Wait, how do we... Is there not vines here? I guess not. We'll just have to go back up. We'll just need Brenna. I guess also Gale, because he's the one who can actually interact with shit. If you want to leave Gaz here, we can go back up these vines.
Why leave Gaz here?
I mean, you don't have to, but like, you don't have to bring him either. I'm not going to bring my bear or my summons.
I mean, I am just here by pedals, so I think I'm cool.
You should also probably swap your order so Brenna's first, to hopefully prioritize her in dialogue. Though, of course, the best option is always going to be splitting them up and explicitly talking with her.
The weapon stopped glowing. Curious.
Stop glowing my ass, bro. It started glowing.
Yeah. And Warhammer is kind of buggy for me all the time. It's kind of only glows when you heavily zoom in. Unlike others that zoom in and glow from everywhere.
It just turned invisible for me as well.
Yeah, but once you get like real close, like almost not top down, but like third person.
Yeah.
Like camera close.
Can you go out there and then up with Brenna so that you can lockpick the last gate?
Yeah. Yeah, you see the... For some reason it's hammered that is constantly.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No. It's not like we didn't have mystery issues with specific meshes either. Like I still
Mystery of the Druid.
What is?
The hammer. It's the mystery of Druids.
Hmm.
Oh, that's another meme.
It's going back in the fucking camp is what it's happening.
Excellent.
Go to camp?
Not the new weapons, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I've sent you the link to the store with our old friend.
Yeah, so... Oh,
yeah.
I totally forgot to drink the elixir of Peerless Focus. That explains why I was having issues keeping my bark skin up this rest.
Ah!
Awkward. How difficult is it to get more? We have 0 tree bark. Okay. Well.
Elixir of Peerless Focus. I can craft 3.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it right now. I figured it was probably just because you had the stuff in your inventory rather than me.
Yeah, I can... You mean bark skin or Peerless Focus?
Technically, they both kind of accomplish the same thing, but again, I'm not worried about it right now.
I can craft a Peerless Focus, but not the bark skin.
Yeah. I also kind of want to do Elixir of the Colossus. The big thing about Elixir of Peerless Focus is that giving me advantage on concentration saves is the same as the Warcaster feat, but then I don't actually have to use Warcaster, so it saves me a feat slot.
Also, feats, are they just every 4 levels, or is it every 4 level in a class?
It's specific to classes, so it's every 4 for every, and then rogues get another one at 10, and fighters get another one at 6. So you can only have a maximum of 4 feats, but you can have more than 3.
Okay. Well, waiting until Larian increases the limit to level cap to 20.
I kind of doubt it, although it would be nice. The biggest thing is that if they even give us 1 more level, you can start doing some insane stuff. Namely, the thing I'm most fond of is the possibility of having a Halcyon turn into a cave bear, and then also summon a bear that summons another bear as a ranger beastmaster. But you need
so
to
you
be
want the
13
bear
levels.
inside the bear while bear summons the bear?
They're not inside of each other. It's nothing kinky, but it's
not yet.
It's having a 3-ring circus, but every ring of the circus is a bear.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Wow.
I know. How exciting would that be?
Just have nothing but bears.
Yes, sir.
In both senses.
Okay.
So again.
So now is the time of truth. I'm 99% sure that we can't... Okay, well, I guess the better question is, how important is the Grimishka to us? Because we could... I can't guarantee it, because obviously we haven't gone back and checked, but we haven't had a save forced yet, and I'm pretty sure that the Githyanki patrol is still there.
99% sure, yeah.
So if we go into the next area, it will definitely save, and it will possibly prevent the Githyanki patrol from being there. So do we maybe want to just head back now and do the setup? Like, how desperate are we for the 1 chest with the Grimishka? You know, because we already have the Iron Flask, the Ogres, the Patrol, and the Spider Egg, and the 3 Kobold Barrels right now.
Yeah, I honestly feel like Grimishka would be cool, but like... If we were in tactical mode, I would have said we could just test it, because saves. But because we're on honor mode, I say let's play it safe with this one.
Okay.
And then we just start attacking everything.
Well, in theory, we can just let them all finish each other off, because the only thing of ours that needs to be in the fight is the Craig Spiders, because those are owned by us as summons.
Yeah, so teleport us. Beam us up, Scotty, as they say in your Star Treks.
I suppose. You're entering a different region. Venture forth. And we haven't even saved yet, like I said. So in theory, we can still roll back if we need to. But I would hate to have to do that 2-hour thing again for no other gain.
Yeah.
And it would be a weird-ass trigger that not going to the Creche but getting in the Rosamorn would have moved the patrol. So I think if there is a trigger for it at all, I imagine it would be in the basement. Because I know 100% for sure, because I checked, there is the conversation with Voss at the camp once you complete this Creche area, so if you go into the astral plane. So I don't know if there's stuff that can happen up to it or before it, but I know that that's definitely 110% the breakaway point. Oh, you know what? We could probably just cheese it by duplicating a save file.
How long it's gonna take us?
Like, as long as it takes me to move a file. Last time I tried cheesing it with Ghosty, what ended up happening is it was smart enough to realize that he duplicated the file on his desktop and it overwrote both of those, which is kind of funny. Oh, it took away my bear form, those motherfuckers.
On my way.
But I'm thinking I can just upload it to the cloud and then disconnect it, and then that should be fine. Plus, again, I feel fairly confident it should be okay. Just on the off chance. So let's see. Is there a bunch of angry Giths still pacing back and forth down there? Yes. There sure seems to be. Oh, they also took away Scratch, those bastards. Zone shifts are bad. Okay, wait a minute. This is literally just Kithrak Voss, dude. This isn't the rest of them. I see Quetanos. Fuck. Where'd the patrol go? Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I am going to try that whole duplicating file thing. Right meow. And then why the fuck does this not open Larry Launcher? I know I have a Larry Launcher, bro. Fuck, whatever. We'll just scroll. Nope, not recognized. Well, that's peculiar. What is it called? Is it not just called the Larry Launcher? It's not showing up on my list. That's fucking weird. Desktop. Oh, nope, don't have Larry Launcher there. Shit. Okay, I guess we're digging in files, baby.
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna grab something from another room.
Okay.
Paints. Those are paints. I am back.
Okay. Just double checking the whole backup of it thing. Oh, oof. People are talking about it for the sake of having saves corrupt. Yucky.
I mean, having saves corrupt in this game, yeah, I can understand why it's... That's how many hours of progress could be lost?
Yeah.
How many lives of how many hours of your life wasted?
Let's see. People aren't talking about it, so I'm kind of hoping that it works. Let's see. Just need to wait for it to sync. Okay, and now that version, which is on my OneDrive, is OneDrive only. So in theory, we should be good to... Oh, that's interesting.
Can you save now and try to trigger a cutscene?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking we'll do. But I had the sorting change, which is weird. So what I'm thinking is maybe it's just a UI bug and they're still here. So I have a backup of us before we did all the crash stuff. So now I'm going to save. And then hope that it didn't touch the other file. Like, it would be completely understandable if it did, but it would be a lot cooler if it didn't. Okay, it doesn't look like it touched it, which is good. So now we can try triggering the cutscene, which you should do with Brenna. Just on the off chance it's a different conversation with Kithrak because his groupies aren't here. And then if his groupies are actually here and it's just visually bugged, then we can roll back to the save we just did. If they aren't here, then we can roll back to before we got the Grimishka and the Kobold. And if it's a new cutscene, then at least we'll see the new cutscene, I guess. So that's the plan. That's the play. Plus, who knows, maybe we can prevent ourselves from getting completely fucked over by the kobolds, which would be a plus as well. Yeah, because it's just him down there, right?
What easy prey you make.
Well, they're there.
Walking right
So
within
that's
my
good.
blade's embrace. These creatures are so simple to ensnare, Beretha. You mule...
Let's see. I'm assuming he doesn't just go ham on the others while they're... Okay, so go through the dialogue, see what happens, I guess.
As for you, tell me, why shouldn't I...
Silently focus here, discreetly prepare for the attack.
I have not seen half of these things before. My god, you have a lot of checks you can do. Nice. Well, sleight of hand, dude, you have dummy modifiers with that, so let's give that a go. Yeah.
Ah, fuck it, I can.
Pull them out.
You make good use of silence. Too many think hot air will save them. If I have no use for you alive, I'll have your death slow and sweet. Understand? A vessel fell from the sky.
You suddenly feel as you attune your mind.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood beneath your skin unspilled.
I don't think trying to get them to give you money is going to work.
Hey, you never know. I mean, like, it's not like we plan to keep them alive anyway.
Well, Githyanki, I mean, if you're trying to be clever about this from a non-metagame perspective, like, they're super aggro warriors, so I
don't know it. As a character, I don't know it.
Well,
so
yeah.
As a role, I would
You've literally seen Lae'zel. You've seen
but maybe
every other Githyanki. This is literally me saying not metagaming. If I wanted to metagame, I'd just go and look up the correct path. But
okay. So I'll help if I can, I guess.
I think so. I don't know what the difference would be for the other one.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry.
Oh, that's right. He's mind reading. I forgot about that.
Arcana?
Yeah. You gotta. Oof. How many inspiration do we have?
Let's see. 2.
Ah, send it.
You realize he's casting Detect Thoughts.
I am
bad, apparently.
Send it.
Yeah, inspiration, baby. Being able to set up for the World War G by having them not be hostile is a huge boon.
Nothing even approaching a useful thought in that skull. I ought to just kill you.
Persuasion.
I don't think Githyanki give a shit about whether or not they have a right for it. I'm curious what this does, but that is probably the best bet because it's a non-roll.
Curious. I thought even the lowest of creatures had at least a shred of dignity. But that... Bring me their head. Now go.
Nice. Okay, so now... Dude, his homies are definitely not there. What?
Maybe they left with him?
They're supposed to just vibe around the area. Shit. Okay, so... So talking our way through it doesn't work, evidently.
Attacking?
So that's my thought. So I'm going to brick this. So you're gonna have to restart. Oh shit! Nope, I just fucked up. It's definitely saving. Shit. So now we have to go back on the 2-hour prior save file.
Not today, mate.
Look. No, I'm not saying do it today, but I'm just saying
you
that
can do it without me if needed.
I'm just saying that ideally I would have not, or I would have quit properly, and we would have had the we would have been able to just redo that and try attacking them and see if they showed up. But because that doesn't seem to be the case, and it already just saved while I was quitting, that probably means that we're gonna have to redo it anyway, regardless. And then if we do, we're gonna have to check if they're still there again anyway, and then if they are, do the kobold and then check again and then do the Grimishka. But my hope had been we could have just rolled back, see if attacking them worked. If attacking them didn't cause them to show up, we'd have to roll back anyway, to be fair. But now it looks like that's going to be our only option for it. So fat rip on World War G, at least for tonight. But at least I can speed through. It's not like I literally don't need to do anything other than grab the kobold barrels and then check if they're still there. Like, I guess to be fair, we probably should have done that this time as well. Is just literally grab the barrels and not looted or fought the rest of the map. But whatever. It's not too difficult for me to repeat is my
plus we didn't even get level up from all the things, so you know.
No, well we wouldn't. You need a hell of a lot more EXP than that.
Yeah, so we could have done it whether we would have looted slash, you know, got everything would have not mattered in terms of like XP gain.
Yeah. So you're on again tomorrow, right?
Yeah, same-ish time.
So I do have supper with my sister. So it would either have to be earlier or later.
How later?
I don't know, unfortunately. I'd imagine...
Well, I don't have shit on... Kinda... Do you think we'll be able to play at least an hour before, like, an hour from now? So before 9:30 your time?
Before 9, what, a.m.? Or, no, sorry, right now?
Yeah.
I suspect... wait, 9:30 my time? That's an hour after now.
An hour up to right now, yes. Do you think we could, at very least, finish before that point, an hour from now? I'm planning to leave at 8:30 Vancouver time, Pacific time, to bar to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, because to quote one of the best films, Boondock says that day everybody's Irish.
Yeah, I think so. So she's coming here for noonish, and we're eating whenever everybody's hungry, which will probably be 5-ish, and then it'll probably take an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I suspect that will probably be done at 6 your time, and what we can do now...
Yeah, in that case, I'm absolutely cool with waiting and doing it later.
Alternatively, we could do it before, depending how early in the day you're free, because if she doesn't get here till 5, I basically have from noon till then.
Now, I have a game with my uncle and my friend.
Okay.
Another Baldur's Gate campaign.
Well, when are you free for that? Not like you're not free before 4 at all then, basically?
I'm starting at 11, and we're playing until we get tired, and after that I need to buy a few things in the Canada Tire.
So probably expect that you won't be free before then. Yeah, or before I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it, because A, game with them, B, need to go to Canada Tire to buy shit to kit bash my miniatures.
Gotcha. Canadian Tire, by the way, not Canada Tire.
Canadian Tire, yes. Basically, I need to buy, you know, those masks with filters and stuff?
Yes.
Because I'm priming a lot of stuff, and yes, I'm using N95 for that, but I'm, you know, just in case I want a better protection, considering how much shit I'm priming outside with N95, but, you know, it's now 100%. Even though...
Yeah, I can dig it. So then the plan would be, I'll let you know whenever we're done, or whenever I'm free. Like I said, I'll be free beforehand. If things fall through with your group, let me know. Probably won't be. Well, actually, here's a question. Are you wanting to do more after you're going to be playing with them for like 3-4-ish hours?
We might still be able to play World War Z and get down on the XP in worst case scenario. Because there is 2 possibilities. One, I get to play with my friend group. I will see how tired I am of Baldur's Gate, but we are currently in the Dark Lands, so we're like gonna get Harper, so it's different. Not Dark Lands, but like Shadow Cursed Lands.
Yeah, I figured.
My uncle is the host. His game is in Russian language, so it's like some stuff are for some reason in Russian. So on our end too. So. I might be hopefully I won't be able to I won't be too tired of Baldur's Gate, but if I am, we can still have World War C and AAA XP, which is a neat thing.
It's
and
1.5 times. But
yeah,
it's also 1.5 times coins and supplies, to be fair.
That's 2. And if it falls through with my uncle, me and my friend gonna play Helldivers. And I will not be tired of Baldur's Gate for sure.
Okay. So I didn't realize I didn't post the fucking thing in the general chat either. So it's there. Wait, when is it even? I just sent it to you. I didn't send it to everybody. Oh, it looks like it's a full week too. So that's fine. Yeah, so possibly not playing Baldur's Gate, but here's what I'm thinking. So if and when we do it again anyway, it would literally just be use the save rollback file I have, hope it works, grab the kobolds, grab the Grimishka, so just speed run that, and then go over there and then see if we can World War G with all the items. If that doesn't work, then we can just roll back the file again. So it would literally just be however long it takes us to get the Grimishka chest, which is like just running through and doing the opening check for are you allowed to be here, and then going to the infirmary and grabbing the kobold. So I think it would be like less than 5 minutes for us to set up, which should be pretty spicy. It would just be a question of, again, whether or not the Gith patrol is still there. So at least it'll be straightforward enough. Like, we'll be able to basically jump right into it. We don't have to do the other 2 hours of Rosamorn.
Right to double check even going to that location if trigger with another save, just to if it attacking them even in dialogue even triggers shit.
Yeah, well we can do that from the start too, because we were there. Like, I checked when we went to Rosamorn, the area, not the specific temple, but when we went there, it like didn't work. Or sorry, it did work. We teleported back and they were definitely there, multiple of them, and they were walking around. So at the very least, the current save file should be okay. I don't know what it is that's triggering some of them to turn invisible. I'm guessing that it's us entering the getting into the creche and then seeing the Githyanki there, but I'm not sure. But we can test it. In any case, it should be fairly straightforward because we don't have to do the other 2 hours of stuff in the Rosamorn. So we can do that possibly tomorrow anyway, just because doing that testing wouldn't take a whole lot of time. Or I guess I could just do it solo tomorrow too.
Yeah, I mean, like, testing things out. Again, you said it's 5 plus it would be more convenient because it's on your end. You don't need to wait for me. You don't need to like wait until we're all in the same place. You just I control you. You say to Gaz, I control you, and he's like, okay, boss, and you just do all the testing you need.
Yeah, so I'll fuck around and find out tomorrow. I guess technically I could do it right now as part of the stream, even though you're hopping. I could do it right now, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I were you, I would have, but
yeah. So again, I think I'll fuck around with it. I'll find out, and then I will let you know tomorrow once we're done with supper, and then we can hop on and do whatever. That sound like a plan?
Yeah. At the very least, tell me if like safe didn't break shit, because
I'm sure hoping. I mean, if the save is fucked, then we're completely fucked because we won't have the ability to do the Githyanki fight at all because we also persuaded them to fuck off. So
we won't be able to do it without restarting the game.
Yes, yeah. To be fair, we could do it on another save file potentially, but I mean, doing all of Act 1 to get back to that state is whatever. However, even if none of it works, we could still do World War G in the Underdark or in the Grimforge with Regan.
Or, what's that motherfucker that kills us after and tries to kill us after we went to Astral Plane?
I don't know if that area counts, but you're right. We could try and use it all against Inquisitor Rewargas as well, but the whole shtick is that we won't be able to escape that fight and let them fight each other, which is what the Githyanki patrol was convenient for because they're all down at the bottom and on aggroed by default. Mine too. They might
Of course
aggro a shit ton of us, since the first thing we're going to do is throw a bunch of items and spawn a bunch of hostiles, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, so I think there is a possibility to do it. We're gonna miss on some EXP.
Potentially. Yeah, we could always just get the finishing blow on stuff as well, theoretically. Or we could also just do it and then roll back and then do it for the EXP, but like the amount of EXP that it is probably not going to matter compared to
It's negligible.
Yeah.
Especially in the long run.
Yeah.
We're gonna get level 12 way before the mid of...
On that file, we might not even get to level 12 at all, because it's going to be dependent on doing the Grimforge and the Underdark with Regan, and then it's possible that like that's just going to take a shit ton of time or never going to happen. But again,
yeah,
that
but
save
like
file being locked, we can still do the other one.
Yeah, but like theoretically, if we want, even if we didn't, and let's say all the stars and planets align and we can do it, if we're gonna just slow and steadily and slowly, we're gonna get like level cap before what, mid Act 3?
Yeah, you get it. I hit level 12 before I even got to the Wormrock prison.
Yeah, so like, you know.
So I'm not too concerned. And if you needed EXP, you could always just kill like neutral NPCs. So. Yeah,
so we are not doing that for the XP per se. We are doing it for the spectacle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do some fucking around here then on stream, but I will let you know how it goes, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, just text me here, and also I send you the image cartoon representation of the meme with it.
Yeah.
And it's not a meme.
I saw the link for the other thing too, although I don't know what you want me to do with that since we completely stopped playing.
It's just that it wasn't. They were not selling that shit on their website. They really should have just started selling that. Okay. Before that, you had to go through third parties, all those stuff.
I can just ping Warhammer peeps for it then.
Yes. Also, I kind of lied. It's not a meme. It's like an absurdist anecdote rather than a meme.
Yeah.
But something along the lines: the bear strolled through the woods and it saw a burning car. It went in, it burned, and it's like, well, what the fuck? That's the point. What the fuck?
Yeah. To be fair to the like the term meme is played with pretty fast and loose. Like half of the things in the memes chat aren't really memes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just forgot the word. So. But yeah. It's not of those, but as for Wrath and Glory, I mean, I got all those stuff. The only thing I don't have is miniatures to represent, but right now I technically can buy because there is not a single miniature in the current stock that cannot represent at least one NPC or one one player character.
Yeah.
Plus, just to give somebody, ask somebody for their character idea, and then just like, okay, here's like parts that you can potentially make this out of. Assemble, and you have them assemble their own actual miniature with that,
Yeah, I mean, in general, minis aren't the limiter for a lot of things, I imagine.
It's ish and yes, because some miniatures, basically unique miniatures, they were like, yep, we are no longer selling it, so...
That's fair. Well, I mean, like, you can always use ones from other games as well, too, because that's what people do for Gloomhaven quite a bit, because it doesn't have figures for the summons by default. Now the new version does, but by and large most people are just using like things from D&D for Gloomhaven anyway. I'm sure it's the same with Warhammer, although obviously the amount of like lore accurate figures and whatnot are going to be lower.
3D printing still exists.
Yeah, that's true too.
Although there is a chance that they gonna, at the very least, take some of those miniatures and put them into the production separately.
Right.
But it happened with few.
I'm surprised it's not more widespread then, because that's, I mean, if you lose a single character or mini breaks or something, it feels like buying one by itself, especially for the obvious upcharge, would be a pretty wise business idea. Maybe they just don't want to deal with a million different single minis getting shipped out.
Okay, think it's not even shipped out. Production. You know how long it takes to make a resin mini, which is made out of shitty resin that is dust is also kind of bad for your lungs?
But I'm pretty sure they're not just oh, you know what? The file totally, they're doing something sneaky. I don't know what they're doing, but the file, well, maybe it's just the visual. I doubt it though. It looks like it still replaced the file with the later time, which is peculiar.
Yeah, but they sell plastic and resin miniatures. You know how much long it takes to make a mold for the resin miniature?
Well, are they 3D printing them?
No, they are molding them. So they pushing the resin into the mold. It takes them 3 weeks to make a mold for the resin miniature. It takes them upwards of a half a year, if not more, to make one mold for the plastic miniature. Because the way they're making it is that they're pouring the plastic into the mold and then they use pressure air or something in order so it gets into every single nook and cranny.
You're talking about the mold for making them, right?
Yes.
So that's even more reason for them to keep them and sell the minis individually afterwards, no?
Yes. Apparently they have lied. The way they making them is that they don't always make every single thing on a separate mold. So you can't sell a one miniature without a dozen others.
Gotcha.
That's how it's organized, because they
about,
don't
like, the
mold
sheets, right?
the sprues. You saw my sprues for Warhammer, where it's like just a plastic frame with bunch of legs, arm.
Yeah.
That's how. So a lot of miniatures that were kind of exclusive at times, it is because they need to make a separate mold, test it, and then put it into mass production, which might take half a year, if not more, depending on the complexity. Because you can't just use the same thing, because you use like A5. It used to be, for example, that 3 different miniature were like at A5 sized frame, and half of miniature was in one corner, another half was in another corner, and then it was a head in the middle, and it was surrounded by other things. They can't use the same mold because they would have to print all of them, so they have to make a separate mold again with all that stuff.
Best be on my way.
Yeah, gotcha. So the file, interestingly, so I downloaded it, and the file that's online on the OneDrive is apparently still the old one. Like, it's time dated for 8/27, and the screenshot for it is Gale outside of the monastery. But interestingly, when I download that file back to the folder, it gets replaced with the newer version. So I'm going to try and load up the game. I mean, it's kind of a tedious process to continually have to relaunch BG3, but whatever. I'm going to try relaunching it, deleting that save file, and then importing the save file again and seeing if that works. Assuming that doesn't just delete the save file entirely, because that would be unfortunate. But I don't really know how else I'd go about replacing it, because, like I said, I downloaded the new one, and yet it was still apparently I downloaded the old one, but it was still apparently the old file. So I'm open to suggestions otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do, mate. So yeah, Plus, another thing with Games Workshop is their kind of attitude. Well, if I ain't selling it, why should we make more of it?
That's sort of a shitty attitude to have, but alright.
Okay.
Whatever works for them, I guess.
They had, for example, they had a Warhammer Fantasy, which was basically dozens of races, dozens of armies made from different material. It has lore, it has books and all that. Then they have 40k, which also that. They got in profit in a year, on average, more from selling one box, one Space Marine kit, than from selling the entirety of Warhammer Fantasy. One Space Marine kit was outselling the entirety of a game system.
So sounds like, again, it would have been worthwhile to hold on to the kits anyway, but what do I know,
but
I guess.
That's the thing. They still have those molds, but they're just not going to produce it because they know that Warhammer Fantasy, they only, after 10 years of it being dead, they went into limited production using the old molds. And even now it was the case of like, yeah, people don't buy it because it's the same kits from 25 years ago, and people who wanted them, they have them, so they will not buy more, and newer people are not interested in it because it's an old 25-year-old kits, while the different game, also fantasy genre, has way better looking kits. And so it will die again. It's not that they don't have molds, it's that they just don't see the point in like producing them, wasting money on the actual production, even if they have the molds ready, because they can't be 100% sure that it will outsell a single Space Marine kit.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have warehoused them, but whatever.
Again, they have molds. It's about the miniatures themselves, because they still need to plastic, they still need cardboard, they still need logistics to send it, because they only have 2 production areas. It's somewhere in Texas and Nottingham, England. All Warhammer factory, that's 2 Warhammer factories. And they need to distribute. Plus, and that's miniatures. Paper and all that, they probably do it in China most likely, or Asia somewhere. But they needed to get
to be fair, even if you just have the minis, you can make molds of them afterwards, no?
Again, they have the molds. They don't produce more actual kits.
Oh, you're just saying they aren't using them?
They're not using them, yeah.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Because again, as I said, they still have during the fantasy, Space Marine Tactical Squad, just 1 unit out of 50 was giving them more profit yearly than the entirety of Warhammer Fantasy. With, like, as I said, dozens armies and their own rules system. Why use them if you can just make more copies of the mold for Space Marines, which are gonna sell 100% of the time? And because of that, there is a lot of like chicken or an egg situation. Is this army absolutely garbage in terms of like models because nobody plays them, or nobody plays them because they don't get new models, and every model is legal age to drink in US, at least? Yeah,
so I'm not entirely sure what the solution for this is. A lot of people are just saying mods are the best way, which, to be fair, probably makes sense. But
I don't want to play with mods yet. I don't think I get bored of the base game yet enough to play with mods.
But I haven't really been given an answer. People are just saying upload the file elsewhere, which, to be fair, I did. But every time I re-download it and then reopen the game,
maybe it searches for the copies of it all the time, and you need to actually delete the file and then...
I did, though. I made a backup of both the files, the one before and the one after. And then when I open, so I can try, like I would just get rid of both of them right now on the PC. So I still have them in the backup. So I have both of them there, and they're still time-stamped properly, and they still have the correct images on them. And they have the correct, like, last modified 626, last modified, oh, that doesn't have a last modified. That's interesting. Last modified 827. So I created 827. So that is correct. That's when that save was. So individually they're correct, but when I download it, something in the actual game seems to be clever enough to realize that that file isn't the latest version, and then it restores some ghost copy of it that it has somewhere. So for instance, if I completely remove it from the file list, so now that campaign doesn't have one at all listed because I extracted both of the save files already. I want to see what happens if I boot it up, because I could theoretically, what I was mentioning was I could go in game, go to the save file, say delete file, and then that would probably remove whatever background ghost save they have of it as well. But my concern is if they're overwriting with what they have in the game launcher, then me moving those old saves back in probably isn't going to restore the save file or that campaign. And I don't want to completely delete the campaign just to see if I can restore it, you know?
Yeah, but
that's kind of risky.
Okay. Is it kind of like fucking us up here? Yes. I mean, is it a smart thing? Hell yeah, I kind of respect them if they did make something like that, because that's actually a pretty neat way to...
It's not too difficult either, because all you need to do is look at the save files for honor mode, and those are only like 20 megabytes. So just downloading a hidden version somewhere isn't a whole lot of work. So for instance, I deleted the save. There's no save in the folder. I booted the game up. There is now a save in the folder. So they are restoring it automatically from somewhere, and I'm assuming just comparing dates of them in order to overwrite whichever one is the most recent, or the older one with the newer one.
Yeah. Again, it's just interesting that they do that, and again, neat that they have.
It's respectable, it's just super annoying because we're explicitly trying to test something and they're like, we don't do that here, and yet there's no way to do custom mode for on honor mode difficulty. So it's like, why would I do tactician difficulty if I have the option of doing something that's more difficult, more challenging, more interesting? But also, they're like, no, because you're on honor mode, you can't fuck around with throwing a bunch of enemies at each other for the memes, which is kind of dumb.
Again, I don't think they intended people to... I don't think that was intended. I think it's just
a blanket thing, right? Like, it's not meant to care about, is your rationale fair enough or not? Are we going to let you, are we going to let you sometimes save scum? They just say, don't, you can't. But
fair.
We're not trying to save scum to cheat here. We're trying to save scum just to do something silly.
Yeah, but again, it's kind of like, as far as the game system, as the programming side of the game concerned, it's all the same.
Yeah, well, I'm also showing hidden files, folders, and drives on my...
Turns out it's somewhere, it's bound to the Windows 32 or something.
It would have to be within the launcher itself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But the question is where within, and how difficult would it be going around and changing it. So like I said, I could delete save, but if that prevents us from playing the campaign at all, that would be kind of problematic. No. Okay, so interestingly, I deleted the save with it open. And it hasn't restored it. It got removed from the list entirely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and download it now that the game is open. And we're going to Let's see if that works. Mind too, they could also just be smart enough to like reverse lookup. But I guess we'll find out. So there's now a new save file. I open load game. Oh dude, it totally works if you have it open. Oh, this is so fucking buggy, dude. What a fucking workaround this is. So you can save scum with a folder, but you have to download it to some other location the game can't see, and then you have to reboot the game, delete the file of the new save while the game is open, import the old save, and then reopen the load menu, because I guess they only do the check on, hey, are our ghost files newer versions than the old ones, only happens when the launcher loads up, or the game loads up, either way, rather than when it checks the load menu. Which seems incredibly weird, because if you're a programmer and you're clever enough to be tasked with, hey, let's prevent players from being able to save scum by importing the save file into the folder and relaunching the game, it seems very weird to me that they would put the check for that before you open the load menu. So I wonder if it's a purposeful workaround that they use for debugging stuff, or that they can, if somebody says, hey, my file's corrupt, can you fix it, if they purposefully have that check system this way so that they can work around on it. But you'd think they'd just be able to have privileges for it regularly. But in any case, it definitely works. I'm sitting here with Gale outside of the Rosamorn Monastery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do half an hour ago, and I'm going to go back to Joaquin's Rest, and I'm going to check and see if the other Gith Patrol members are still there. Because again, I know it's on stream, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99.9% sure I saw the other Githyanki when we first came here, when it was still Trialta Crags over by the Undead. And we went here, then we went back, we checked it was good, and then we came back here and we killed the Undead. So if the Githyanki Patrol disappeared at some point after we entered and got to there, but before we did this Gith Patrol, then I think there's no way that you would be able to get the kobolds and the Grimishka into the Githyanki Patrol fight, because like I said, it's possible the trigger might be that cutscene outside of the monastery. That being said, we could also bust in through to the monastery from the Grimishka room, so we could try doing it that way as well. So let's see, I am here at Joaquin's Rest.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
And I walk up to the patrol area. No, it's just Voss. Interesting. So even just the old save only has Voss being here. So I am going to purposefully get in a combat with them. And hopefully that unbugs it, because if it does, then we're golden. Well, if not, then they're not here at all. I don't know what the solution to that is, because I don't know what triggered it.
Tell me, why shouldn't I run you through this instant? I want something, yes.
At once. Attack!
Okay, let's see. No. Ah, shit. It's just bugged, dude. Shitty.
No way to us to fix shit.
Well, I failed the roll, so they said that they were going to attack, but they very much did not. So my other thought is, we didn't check this. I wonder if the other Githyanki show up, as far as the game is concerned, when one of us is in dialogue. because if so, then we could theoretically ambush them that way. I don't understand what it is that's causing the Githyanki patrol to disappear, though. That's the annoying part.
Don't look at me. No fucking clue either.
Yeah. There's so many threads about how the Githyanki patrol is so difficult. It's like, well, why did you immediately rush to Act 1.5, I guess?
Yeah. I guess it is.
I mean, it's definitely a brutal fight, mind. But all the Githyanki fights are hard. Like, even in Act 2, when you're like a level 8, they still wreck your shit. Because they're also level 8. Of course, in Act 2, they're a fucking joke, but that's what happens when you hit the level cap.
You know, when you have a level cap, everything is a fucking joke.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing on the wiki page mentions when the Githyanki patrol leaves. It is, however, very annoying. Very annoying that we don't know what triggers them disappearing.
If we at least knew when or what.
Pardon?
If we at least knew when or what. Maybe it's like actually going to another area.
Well, but again, I'm pretty sure that we checked on stream. I mean, I guess I could go back and check the other stream because it was. Let's see.
You know, maybe a bit something in between happened. Maybe that cutscene with Githyanki killing the dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The save file is from before then. So as far as the game is concerned, we haven't actually seen that happen this time around. Oh, what the fuck are these the wrong order again? Fucking YouTube.
I'm trying to come up with some kind of like idea of when it could have broken.
Publish, there we go. I agree. The Githyanki, the Rosamorn cutscene is sus af. So that seems like a pretty likely culprit. But again, it hasn't happened yet
it
on
makes
this save.
sense in terms of like, oh, yeah, you saw this cutscene, it might have... Maybe it's like checks if you're near the area.
Let's see, Joaquin's Rest.
Not the... Again, don't think that's an obvious trigger.
Okay, I have it on stream, and on stream, it shows all of them. So I'm going to send you right now the URL with the current time. So all you got to do is open that. And then you can confirm
and go
for
that
me.
Because of that.
Pardon?
And go that because of it.
Well, you can mute it, but the
okay.
So like, I hover over Kithrak Voss, but you can definitely see the rest of the Gith patrol there, and that's when we went to it. Like, if you scrub back 5 minutes, it's literally we go into the mountain pass, we come out of the mountain pass.
Okay, yes, I see both. I see multiple of them.
So if something does change it, the only other interaction I can think of is like discovering the waypoint or something more subtle, like interacting with the cable car or talking to Aunt Esther or whatever her name is, whatever. But Lady Esther. But I don't know, because again, we haven't actually triggered the Githyanki cutscene out front of the church on this file. So if that's the point, then it shouldn't be considered. That being said, I can try literally walking like 10 feet further away from it on the off chance. It's just the fact that I see the Githyanki. I don't know. This workaround is fucking hilarious, though. It's like, no, we'll be smart enough to have these ghost saves, and it's not gonna work if you reload the game. Oh, you just closed and reopened the load menu? Yeah, no, that's fine. You can use your old save. Like, what?
I mean, it's fun, but...
Again, I'm glad that there is a workaround and that it was that easy, because if that didn't work, then we'd start having to do some more, like, sus stuff, like poke around with the actual launcher files. But
man, you could send, just in case, send this thing as say that there is a technical workaround to Larian. I don't think they're gonna see every single stream,
yeah, you can if you want, dude. I'm not about QAing for a game for free anymore. Because when we were doing Gloomhaven Digital and I was doing that, I was submitting bug reports. We spent half the time me just closing and gathering files and then posting it. Like, fuck it. If they want me to do QA for them, then they can hire me as a QA.
It's hard. They have a studio in Montreal that's like way closer to
I have applied. They did not accept me. So,
right
like
now?
I said, if they want me to QA, then they can hire me to QA.
When did you apply to them?
Like a month ago.
Try again and submit that.
Submit this bug, be like, hey, by the way, here's my credentials. Your game's jacked. Half of
No, submit it as in like...
bugged.
Submit it being like, hey, I know exactly where the bug is. I know how to replicate it.
Well, that's
my credentials. Yes. That's what QA does. You find the bugs.
Yeah.
The bugs.
Well, and report, but that's also something that they can determine by, like, actually doing a test interview. Which again, they haven't. They're just like, nah.
Yeah, but this is like. But doing that, at least it kind of like gives you, as a person they potentially might be interested as an edge, because you're not just finding bugs, you know how to replicate them.
Right, but again, that's part of what their hiring process should be looking at, and I can provide that information. But they looked at the resume and said, nah, bro. So obviously whatever they see or don't see in the resume is enough for them to make their decision.
You put your name there?
Yes. And I put my email, which is how I got the response from them. So far, 2 for 2. I know how to sign paperwork.
I don't know. Good.
Should mind my step.
Let's see. I mean, kind of sucks if you can't have the kobold and the Grimishka. But at the very least, it also means that the only thing we were missing was the Iron Flask and maybe the Crag Spiders. And we weren't missing anything else, I guess. But also, why do those other Yankee fucking disappear? Cheers to a lot of them.
In that case, if anything, you can just kill the patrol on your own. And then I will join and complete those things faster on your own, or we could try to do it, and just basically, if that's the case, we can still kill them and then loot before looting the Rosamond. And
you're talking about in the future?
Yeah, and then just might as well get like XP and loot to sell and all that, and then put like World War G on the Inquisitor.
If we can. Like I said, I don't know if things like Lump's Ogrehorn is going to work there. And again, we also wouldn't be hidden. What a world, dude. So I just straight up attacked Kithrak Voss as well, and so it lost attitude, but he still just poofed and nobody else joined in combat or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think, unfortunately, they are just irredeemably missing. And even on the old file, I think we got past the point of no return for them showing up. So I think now what that means is it would probably be wise for us to use the later file where we already looted all of Rosamorn, and then we can still get the Grimishka and use it somewhere in the Underdark or use it there, like you mentioned. But also, here's a question. Have you ever done the Kresh while the Githyanki patrol has been alive?
No.
So it's possible that they also went to the Kresh.
That has to be more...
But we don't know for sure. And the question is, if not, where the fuck did they go? Did they just disappear like Brenwyn from the Joaquin's Rest and you literally never seen them again? I don't know.
Imagine if that's the case.
Let's see. I'm gonna. I don't think anybody would have asked specifically this question. Let's see.
I imagine, like, not just disappeared. The game just fucking deleted their game files. You know.
I mean,
there no longer existent game files.
We're already fucking around with the game files, so possibly. But like,
double check that they have game files. You know, something like the Githyanki Patrol. JSON. I don't know.
This fight is entirely optional. Yes, can be bypassed. Yes, but I don't want. No, what about? No, I don't want to do the fight itself. I don't think they mentioned the workaround. So I might have to do a Discord post. And then, but like, I think it's, like, do I think we're the only ones who have ever gone around through the other mountain pass? No, because there's people who do, like, crazy convoluted things through their first playthrough because they don't realize that there's a more easy or straightforward route available.
Trust me, I sometimes do that in the most stupid ways.
So, on the other hand, do I think that somebody specifically did the rest of the campaign while keeping an eye out for those Githyanki, found them, will read my comment, and then respond? Not so much. That being said, I'm going to load up the new save, I'm going to teleport back to the Kresh, and I'm going to enter the Kresh, because at the very least we can't World War G the patrol there. So I'm going to see if the Kresh has the patrol.
Yeah, also, why Discord?
Discord tends to get better responses than Reddit, I've found, just due to the, like, swarm of topics.
Oh, you want some, like, Baldur's Gate 3 Discord server?
Yeah, well, the Baldur's Gate 3 Discord server, and then there's also the Wiki server, which tends to be a little bit more useful for, like, technical details, which this would be applicable for, methinks. But if they show up in the Kresh, then we're good. I just really don't think they do, because if they did, I think that the Githyanki patrol people would have they'd show up, like the wiki would mention it somewhere else, or if you went to their page, they would mention that those characters are somewhere else. And they don't. Like, you go to their profile, I don't even know what the name of them are. What's the name of another one? Fuck, they don't even mention it in the article, do they? Isn't it like Sereth something?
Yeah. Imagine that somebody out of Baldur's Gate entire team just happens to stumble upon your stream and be like, shit, why didn't we hire this motherfucker?
I mean, I do have 3 people watching right now, but I dislike the chances of that being the case, since I have gotten exactly 0 job offers based off of my stream so far. That being said, could change, but I also suspect that if you're a developer for Larian, you probably don't spend your free time watching streams of people playing the game. But who knows?
Yeah, could be wrong. You could be like Pavel Sasko, for one of the writers for Cyberpunk. You spend the time just streaming the actual Cyberpunk game because yeah,
well, like streaming your own game, sure. Answering questions and doing tech stuff on it, sure, absolutely. Watching some rando streamer with 2 views that, again, happens to be exactly at this part and have stuck around in the stream long enough to comprehend this whole conversation and is gonna, like, answer it, a lot less likely, methinks.
Hey, there is a chance.
There's a chance. There's a chance of anything and everything. However, I have yet to see a dinosaur pet manifest itself in our reality, so unfortunately some things just don't happen.
with that attitude, but hey.
Cruel as it is. And the worst part is that save that we did, yeah, man, and it was after we teleported, so I lost my bear form. Could have had a third bear transform this short rest. Such a pity. Well, if you want to watch, you don't need to, but if you want to hop in the stream, you can also see what is in the crush. But like I said, I don't think anything's going to change. I think they just fuck off.
Let's see what this
Which is terribly unfortunate. Also, I need to know what the name of those people are. I guess I could just go Githyanki and then search notable Githyanki. That works.
And then they're like, no notable Githyanki's.
Well,
because fuck them.
There definitely are. Oh, well, it's not one of them. Apparently only Kithrak, Wargas, Taurus, Orpheus, Blackith, and Lae'zel. Which is not what I needed. Wait, why am I getting updates for? Okay, well, we'll separate and we'll talk with Brenna so that they're not upsetty.
Sentries to arms!
As I said, they're not notable enough,
State
so
your
fuck
purpose
it.
quickly.
Let's see.
What are you doing? You've talked to one of our Queen's Silver Knights and hold the lost weapon.
What? I don't hold...
Prove it, Istik.
Shit, okay. We're doing a persuasion check. Lamau, unfortunately, you already used all of our inspiration. That's right, I rolled better than you anyway. I got a 29.
If you are lying, report to the cap.
We're good. Oh shit, dude. You know what? I totally fucking lied.
What?
We got 240 EXP for discovering the crush, 120 EXP for talking to them, 300 EXP for completing the quest, and we just got a level up. So I think we might have gotten the full EXP from avoiding the fight with Kithrak Voss, even though none of the dudes were actually there for us to fight. Because we needed 2,400 EXP, and I'm pretty fucking sure the Eagle's giving us 30 each, and the Grimishka's giving us 3 each, and the Kobold's giving us like maybe 20 each. Probably didn't put us at like 2,000 EXP. Anyway, I murdered the elf or the tiefling chick, so she's not in the cages, so that's different. The front door guards are the same as always, as far as I know.
Any word on the search for the artifact?
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon.
See.
The search
Dude,
must
honestly
be
though,
going bad.
potentially, I guess I could just check back in the stream too. I could just, fuck, how long ago was it that you were here? Like half an hour, even longer than half an hour, jeez. Okay, here you are, talking with Kithrak Voss, and then you burn all of our inspiration.
Also, just in case you're wondering, but Epic Game gives away Deus Ex Mankind Divided for free.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, the party gained 315 experience. I don't know, does that sound about as much as we would have gotten off the fight? I think so.
I feel like...
Oh, 415. Yes. We got an extra 100 from talking to him. So we got 415 off of you persuading him. That had to be the fight EXP.
Yeah, that sounds plausible. In fact, it sounds too right to not be, but you know.
Because I don't know, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty baller. I mean, not getting the loot off of them sucks, especially because one of those Githyanki swords are unique. But I wonder if Kithrak Voss's page mentions the other.
Yeah, just double check. Might as well, you know.
Maybe. Elika. Oh, Sarth Beretha. There we are. She's encountered. Cutscene triggers. Yeah, it doesn't mention her being in any other place, so I'm pretty sure she literally only shows up there. So we missed out on her stuff. Namely, the Githyanki Greatsword is the big thing. Because it's actually a pretty good fucking sword. But unfortunately, it doesn't mention them being anywhere else.
Yeah. Your sword, it has inscription in Githyanki language. My sword has Desert Eagle 50 cal inscribed on it. Only like, that's from the Guy Ritchie's film.
Alrighty.
It's like the
You're talking
joke
about the Romeo and Juliet one?
No. Guy Ritchie.
Have you seen Implying I know all of Guy Ritchie's work and I know exactly what you're referring to? If I knew, I obviously wouldn't be asking about the Romeo and Juliet film. In one of the Romeo and Juliet films, it was made in modern times, and they were talking about
it's
like
Baz
the swords,
Luhrmann.
guns. Okay.
Baz Luhrmann, Australian director. Guy Ritchie, English director, but I can see why you confuse them. No, Guy Ritchie is more like Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
I know some of his works. I'm just saying I don't know who made that Romeo and Juliet version.
Baz Luhrmann, completely different guy. He also made the movie Australia, and
right. So you've mentioned, and I said I didn't know that. That's why I'm asking. But I understand that they're different people, and that Guy Ritchie was not the person responsible for it. So my question is, why was Guy Ritchie talking about deagles on swords?
No, I said swords bit in this case, but there was a scene in the movie Snatch where a bunch of people try to rob the guy, but they have an airsoft gun, and they say, and he says to them, your gun says X, I don't remember, something like production company who did airsoft. Mine says Desert Eagle 50 cal, as in like, don't fuck around. I have the actual deadly thing, and you just dumb goofed, kind of deal. So it's like, it could have been like something in the source. It could have been like something, I don't know, till 1 to 5k. I don't know.
I don't know that they would have had the numbered markings at this point in time, but it is an AU rather than an earlier period of our universe, so who knows. So
it's just that certain marks of steel have different quality.
I know,
and
just like
they marked.
Yeah, but in like, oh wait a minute, there's a fuck ton of gish here. Who is this? And I think this is just the raiding party that always fucks off.
Point is, it was more about. Yeah. Point is, it was more about like, you have some fancy thing that looks fancy. I have the actual big weapon in this case.
Yeah, I get it. So I don't know where. So there's also the patrol that fucks off immediately when you do the. When you enter the Inquisitor's room.
Yes.
And it stands to reason that if you were fast enough, you could also fight those. However, Warrior Ch'Guth does not have its own entry on the Wikipedia, which leads me to believe it's probably another group that fucks up. That's what I hate, man. Like, they worked so hard to have so many parts of this game be persistent and like make sense and be intuitive and true to life, and then there's things like this, like random patrols which show up to get told to fuck off and then never show up again. I mean, I guess to be fair, they did a pretty good job of their, go fuck off order.
They took it to the heart, and they decided to go so fucking fuck off so far away that nobody can play. So, no, you know where they fucked off? They fucked off to Baldur's Gate 4. That's how bad they fucked off. You will have like the Easter egg encounter in Baldur's Gate 4 if you put your save in it, like the Mass Effect or Dragon Age does, where it like keeps your progress and actually adjusts shit for it, and they will be like, yeah, we just fucked off. We were told to fuck off. We fucked off.
To be fair, my point is, because there's not even a Wikipedia article about them, I imagine that they probably have like never been fought by anybody, because like being enough of a murder hobo to kill all Gith, or kill as many Gith as possible, but be enough of a reserved murder hobo to wait until you get to the chambers and then going ham and aggroing the entire camp seems like a pretty like fine line to run across.
Only like I can understand you doing it, but like,
well, I mean, if I have reason to do it, others, but again, it's the overlap of people who've done it, people who realize that was an important thing they did, and people who care enough to upload it to Wikipedia are probably getting into fairly small Venn diagram sections. So
a diagram of like 3 people, you are one of them, or at least you're in the category of people who would do that.
Of the first 2, yeah. Yeah, so the current state is I went in the creche, I checked all the rooms. There doesn't seem to be the original Gith patrol anywhere. Additionally, there's that Gith patrol which just left the building, is currently running by the quartermaster. So my thoughts are, depending on, actually I am interested enough.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, we killed me and my friends and my uncle with whom I'm playing tomorrow. We killed the Inquisitor was before going into Astral. So you could theoretically just kill all the Githyanki before going into Astral plane.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it aggroes the entire camp for one.
Yeah, but after Astral plane it will aggro, so you can just go everything up to that point and then just kill them all.
Well, okay, so the other consideration is, do any of them have unique items in their inventory as a result? So what I'm thinking is I can reload the save again to it auto-saved when we entered the creche, so even better, because I don't have to roll back very far. But I'm thinking what we can do is do the infirmary stuff, do whatever else, get the quartermaster stuff, whatever, and then we can be the people who fight the group that are running out of the Inquisitor's office, and we can see if they have any unique items. Because that is something I'm personally interested in.
Yep, I am up for killing.
So I am going to end task currently, so it doesn't make the new save file. So the current save file is the one where I just entered the creche and where talking to them and passing the checks, which if we need to we can just fucking save scum because we're out of inspiration, gives us enough EXP to level up. So then tomorrow we can do that. I mean, I guess to be fair, you've hung around here long enough that if we had known that from the hop we could have just done it right now, but I mean, it's like, yeah, probably too late for you to want to hop back on and do it right now, right?
Yeah.
So I will probably also end this stream, maybe hop back over to Warframe, and then I will catch you whenever I catch you tomorrow. Sound good?
Yeah, just text me. Well, text isn't like Discord.
Message on Discord, yeah. No sweat.
And if between now and 11 in the morning Vancouver time tomorrow you buy Helldivers, download it and complete the enough stuff to basically decide whether you want to play it or not. And if my uncle says nah, I don't want to play, we could play a 3-player co-op mission of Helldivers.
That's true. Well, how long is the tutorial?
It's like 10 minutes. Which also kind of...
Why does OBS also say my stream has only been going on for an hour and a half? That's weird.
I don't know. But
anyway, so
no,
it's the sort of thing...
It's a quick tutorial, because it's kind of like, why waste more time training you kind of deal.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop this stream currently, even though it lies about the time, because it's not relevant to Helldivers.